Welcome back, everybody. Welcome if you are new. Today we're in the limited late models here at the new track I-55. Didn't run a very good time in practice. Track came in completely clean, so my time was like my first or second lap while the track was clean. I've gotten down to like a 12.3, like almost a 3 flat, ran like a 3.09. So I know we can get down there, hopefully with the track being better now, and I don't have to battle with anybody on track because I was doing that basically all practice. Hopefully we can have a pretty good lap here. Just gotta try not to tap the wall in the straightaways. This track seems super fun so far. Very tight track. You definitely have to follow the grip a good amount. Ran a 4.45 there, it's not bad. Definitely gotta follow the grip at this track a lot. But later on, when the track is really worn out, I've learned that turn 1 on the low side kind of works for me. Not all the way at the bottom, because like the very bottom, as I'll show you, it kind of inverts the way the banking is. Like you're kind of leaning the opposite way, so you don't want to be too low at the wall. It just gets more progressive banking up the track. Very fun track so far. It seems a pain in the ass to pass at all, so hopefully we could start on the pole. That'd be awesome. And let's see if we could get our first win, first time at this track. That'd be amazing. But I'm gonna skip forward for you guys, and I'll bring you guys back and get ready to go green. Alright, we stayed on the pole. There's like 4 people not here. I don't know what the hell happened, but a lot of people left before the race even started. So that's unfortunate, but still on pole, which is great, because it seems like it's going to be really hard to pass. You're going to have to get on somebody's outside, I think, to pass, or throw a slider, which is very tough to do at this track until you get super high up the track with all the slick getting in the middle. But hopefully we could stay up here, have a good race. The one car is going to be hard to beat, it seems like. But hopefully we can do pretty well. 30 laps, no cautions. First race of the new season. I'm excited for this. I've been waiting for the week 13 to finish so we can get onto these the season and get this track in actual official races. I've only done like a little bit of practice here and there on testing it in different cars. I never did jump into a hosted race at all. But if you guys enjoy this kind of racing, hit that like and subscribe if you want to see some more. I run the late models a lot. I run a lot of dirt, mostly, a lot. I do the limited late models, 305 sprint cars, super late models, 410 sprints, dirt street stocks. Every now and then I do the 358 modifieds. It depends on where all the tracks are at for that week. Because I don't like racing at places like Fairbury or something like that. Just a track that's not very fun to race at. I'll skip those weeks for the most part. Waiting on somebody to join in. I don't know who it is. Looks like 5th place, maybe? No, 5th is here. Okay, we literally only have like... We're waiting on the 9 car, that's what it is. Because I know he's still in the lobby. But it looks like he missed the start now. There's a lot of people like just not racing, like registered the race, but not in the race. I don't understand it, but it is what it is. They'll lose some iRating. Hopefully we can just have a good race. That's my hope here. Have a good race. I think the pace trucks, oh, I lagged for a second. That was weird. Pace truck, where does it go in at? I think it goes in, is it going to go in like off of this corner? Oh no, it's going to go off next lap going into turn 4 here. I was trying to find where pit open was, but I never paid attention to it until just now. So I'm like, okay, pace truck, where are you going off?
All right, fellas, nice and smooth here today. Let's go out and have ourselves some fun.
Yeah, try to learn this track mainly, because I think once this track starts to slick off, I kind of fall off with it a little bit, but I don't 100% know. We'll see. I just need to try to get a good jump here. I haven't done a race on this track yet, so I don't know how quick the green comes out to when the pace truck goes in. But I'm going to get going, pull up in front of the 1 car, so he's not going to be on my outside. I don't have to worry about that. If he wants to get to my inside, that's fine. But he's not going to be able to throw a slider when we're running this low down the track. Because you can kind of pinch him down just running the middle. And they're not going to get a very good run off these corners. Alright, and we got a little bit of a gap now. Let's see if we can try to pull away. 3rd place tried throwing a slider on him. They bumped. That gives me some more room. Thank you. There's a wreck, it looks like. No, he saved it. Somebody got shot down to the inside. 1 car went super high there. 4 cars up to second. I thought it was going to be the 10, actually. I thought the 10 car started in third. I don't know what happened to him. But let's see. Oh, 10 cars in the pits. So yeah, something happened to him. He got wrecked or something. We'll go back and see incidents after the race is finished. Just trying to keep the car as straight as we can through these corners. Sometimes it wants to kick out on you really bad. And just trying to stay away from the wall coming off these corners, because the corner or the wall coming off the corners comes up really quick. I am like lagging a little bit. I don't know why. It's just doing quick little stutters that just screwed me up. Usually don't have that happen. So the 4 car is catching me a little bit from that. We'll see if we could hold him off. He seems very fast. Slow on top, another wrecked car. 12 car. Jesus. I got real loose off of turn 2 there. That was weird. Four car's running really well right now. Like, he's staying a little bit lower, not all the way up in the grip, because there's still a good amount of grip through the track. He's just keeping his car a little straighter. He might be like just barely burping the throttle to keep the car straighter and not as sideways. He's not just spinning the tires coming off these corners as much. That actually seems to work pretty well. I just started doing it a little bit. Just barely going into these corners when you start to turn in. That seems to actually work quite nice. Because the lower you can stay right in this middle lane, there's a good amount of banking. But compared to the top has a little bit more banking, but it's just a little bit shorter around the track, and it still is pretty fast. If you can keep that grip in the middle, mainly. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 in the top 4. I really think there's only like 4 guys left in the race. There's 5 guys left in this race. I don't know what happened to everybody in this lobby. Like 4 of them dropped out before or after qualifying, or during it. It's just weird. These are not people that registered to run this. 4 car went real high there. Probably trying to get a run, seeing if he can. Almost getting to the point where I want to run to low side in 1 and 2. There is some speed down there. You just won't have a lot of momentum coming off the corner is the problem, and still running this high side in 3 and 4 to try to keep your momentum up. I kind of went a little too low, but there's a lot of grip built up down there. That was a lot better of a corner there. 3 and 4 doesn't have that much grip like 1 and 2 does, though. And then just running bottom doesn't seem to work for me either. I was doing a bunch of practice laps, just trying different things on a worn out track before this session. Because the top, I can kind of keep a good amount of speed. Going bottom in 1 and 2, if I hit it correctly, kind of like that, it works out pretty well, and I'm a little quicker. Because like up here, we'll run like 7s. Down in 1 and 2, if I hit it right, I can kind of run 6s like I did on that lap. You can stay out the wall too is the main thing. But we're just experimenting things. I was doing it in practice. I wouldn't have tried it if in the race if I didn't practice it, because I try to find the fastest ways once the track starts to get worn out, because I usually fall off with the track a lot of the time. I stay too high there through the slick. We're coming towards the end of this race, but running that bottom in 1 and 2 really pans out if you hit it right. Got to let off a little bit getting in there so you're not just spinning the tires and getting sideways. 4 cars trying to find that speed lower in 3 and 4. It's just not working for them. I'm still a little bit too high there in 1 and 2. If I need to get a little bit lower there. I just don't want to get too low to get on that inverted banking on the very bottom. Slid up too much there. I'm like choking this race away, it feels like. not doing a very good job at the moment. A lot of people seem to be running the bottom now. Look how much grip is getting built up higher. Go down here, try to take his line away. They actually seem to have a decent amount of grip right now, too.
Gonna be 2 laps to go.
2 to go, come on. Don't choke this away. I'm hitting the wall, I'm choking it away.
White flag, nice, smooth.
I just need to run a good bottom, that's it. He had a pretty good 1 and 2. He sent it in, he's gonna hit me.
Inside, clear, clear, clear.
I guess that's one way of doing it. That's unfortunate. That bothers the shit out of me. I hate people that just use you as a brake.
Flag, my man.
That bothers the shit out of me. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. I screwed up going into that corner for sure. I smacked the wall. That just, because I hit the wall right there, but people will just use you as a brake and hit you out of the way. Oh, that's so frustrating. I hate that. I hate when that happens. But let's go back, see what happened through the race. Because there was definitely some incidents through the race. Because there was a few people that left only a few laps into it. 12 car already in the wall as we start the race. Somehow I got by the 8 car. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of people just hitting the wall off these corners. You straighten up really bad. It looked like up there. What the hell? What happened? Oh, he hit the 3 car. I was like, what? How did he spin? I was so confused. The 4 car used up the 1 here too, it looks like. 3 car got into the 10. Why was that not an instant? Yeah, the 4 car just used up the 10. So yeah, he was just moving people out of the way if he needed to. I see how that is. I'll remember that name for sure and not give him any room next time. Let's go to the next incident, because there was a few people that actually wrecked out, it seemed like. 8 cars blinking. I don't know who actually left. I think the 12 and the 8 probably left the race. He's just in the wall. I want to see where there was actually like a wreck. I know there was somebody wrecked on the back stretch, or on one of the corners. One car tried, oh Jesus, one car tried to slide the 12, didn't do that clean at all, slammed in the side of him, then he had a weird bounce. That shouldn't have happened, but then he got stuck upside down, so that's unfortunate for the 12. 3 car in the wall. Yep, just barely. It's so easy to do at this track. If you're running the high side and you straighten up just a little bit early, or just going down the front stretch, it's easy to just smack the wall barely. Lap 14, this 8 car is still in it. I'm pretty sure he ended up leaving. Oh no, he was in it the whole time. He left at the end of the race. This is where I tapped the wall just a little bit with like probably 5 to go or so. I'm just mad on how much he used us as a brake. Like, he just sent it. He didn't even turn his car in. Like, he didn't even get his car turned in. He just went in, moved us out of the way, and then just went on his merry way. So I guess that's one way of winning a race. Unfortunate. I definitely screwed it up to where I gave him a chance at that, because I smacked the wall the last couple laps going into 3. But I definitely should have won that. That was bad on my part for sure. But it is what it is. Still should gain some iRating out of it, which is a positive at least. Trying to get up to 5K this season. I'm close to 4,500. I think I'm just under it right now. I don't think I've ever been up to 4,500, but let's go see what we end up getting out of the results. I should gain a little bit being car number 2, finishing 2nd out of a 12 car field, but really only had about 7 in the race, which is unfortunate. So let's go see the results. All right, results in strength of field was 26-26. Not a bad strength of field overall. There was 3 different splits. There was a decent amount of people that registered to run it. It's just so many people left before the qualifying finished, or like either practice finished. I was so confused why so many people were gone. I didn't understand it at all. But we didn't even run the fastest lap. The 4 car actually ran a quicker lap on lap 5. I knew he was pretty quick catching us there in the beginning, but I'm just disappointed I led every lap besides the last one that mattered. But almost up to 4,500 I rating. Very happy about that. What was car number 1? He was 48, almost 49, and he barely lost any, getting 4th. Top 4 were top 4, almost inverted, which is kind of funny. 8 car, he stayed in the race, gained a little bit I rating. 12 car was in it for longer than the 10, and they both still gained some I rating. That's hilarious. Like the 4 or the what 5 guys that didn't run, basically they'll lose I rating. They lost a good amount. I wonder if it's because, well, 5, 6, 7, that makes sense why they lost a good amount. But I don't understand why you join a race and then like half the lobby backs out. That didn't make any sense to me. They ended up in wrecks. I never even saw what happened to the 10 completely. It looks like he got spun by the 3 maybe, because it looked like that happened. But 4-car was just trying to move people out of the way. It seemed like every chance he could. He moved the one out of the way to get by him, and then moved me in the last corner, which I understand it's for the win, but I guess that's one way of doing it. If you're just gonna smash somebody, I wouldn't have done that personally because I have more respect for myself, at least the way I race. So it is what it is. We still gained some rating, which I'm happy about. Almost up to 4,500. I'm hoping that we could hit 4,500 and then try to get up to 5K this season. That would be amazing. This is about like the max my iRacing's been at before on the dirt side, so very happy about that. Hopefully we could get a redemption at this track in another car next week, hopefully. I don't know where the schedule's going for any of the cars, so I'm hoping somewhere's running this track next week and we can get some redemption at it, because that definitely left a sour taste in my mouth. But it is what it is. But I appreciate you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the race nonetheless. Let me know if you guys have tried out this new track and if you guys gotten some wins on it as well in the actual official races, not hosted, because that could be all setups and stuff. But hopefully you guys got some wins, and I'll catch you guys in the next race.